It came to me when I made the video series explaining the situation that happened with my mom and her passing. And, you know, when I was done making that video, and it was shot all at once, but I broke it down into, I think, 4 different videos. And then I made the 5th and final video another day. But something I noticed after making that video series was that this heaviness that I was still carrying seemed to have lifted after doing that. And don't get me wrong, it's not something that ever will go away, but there was a sense of relief that came with it. And so I wanted to talk about that because I think it's very interesting. And so basically I made a video series about, you know, everything that unfolded with the events of losing my mother and the things that I've learned in the last 4 years since that happened. And there have been many, many life lessons, extremely valuable. And so that was my reason for doing it initially, because I thought that, you know, there was a good possibility that people out there would find some benefit in it, you know, in their own life. But like I was saying, there was something interesting that happened by doing that. And it was this sense of relief and comfort by getting those things off my chest and out into the open. And after I thought about it for a while, I realized that, you know, this YouTube thing, it can make a great alternative to counseling. What do I mean? Well, you know, a lot of people today, it's obvious by the statistics, are struggling emotionally and mentally, and then that leads to the breakdown of everything else physically and spiritually. And it is obvious that people are struggling. And so, you know, a lot of people, to try and deal with this, you know, they'll go to counselors or a psychologist. And these things are not cheap. And for a lot of people, it's not even affordable and it's not an option. And so those are the people that I'm mainly talking to today, because I'm going to say right now as a disclaimer, this is not medical advice. I'm not telling you to bypass, you know, counselors or psychiatrists. If that's within your means and something you feel led to do, by all means do it. I'm more talking to people that either have done that and haven't experienced the peace that they hoped for following it, or those that just can't afford it because it is very expensive. And I realized in making that video series that it was very much like sitting down in front of a psychiatrist or a counselor and just unloading the heaviness that's on your chest, you know. And I for sure experienced relief after talking about those things and just putting them out in the open like that. And so, yeah, I think that, you know, having a YouTube channel if for nothing else but to journal these things. I mean, you don't even have to make it public. You can create these videos and leave them private just for you if you don't feel comfortable making them public. And in so doing, you'll be able to vent to the camera. And there is something in that, because I've experienced it, especially in that situation. But once I got thinking about it numerous times in creating these videos, how whatever it was that was pressing on my mind, by creating a video about it, it created an avenue to vent that. Because it's not good to allow these things to bottle up in our life. And when we do and things begin to compound, that's when we run into problems, because eventually systems will overload and you will explode. And so I just wanted to throw it out there that if you are somebody that's struggling with things and you've been let down by the system that's in place for these type of things, or you don't want to do that, or you can't afford to do that, consider trying creating videos. And like I said, if you don't want other people seeing them, maybe even just for now, keep them private. And I'm pretty sure that eventually, as you become more and more comfortable with the process, you may change your mind on that. And then they'll all be there, uploaded and ready to go if you wanted to ever make them public. And on the other side of that, I will just say that the thing that I found most interesting with this is that not only are you venting and releasing this stress from yourself, but there's a really good possibility that you'll be positively impacting someone else out there if you ever would decide to, make that content public. But for me, it is. I mean, that was the intent of creating this channel, is to share my life experiences, because I've learned a lot of valuable lessons from them, and to just highlight the journey that I'm currently going through, because my life took a major turn here in the last year or so. And so that's a decision I made a while ago. But if you do, not only are you getting these things off your chest, but you're also possibly helping somebody else. So, I mean, it's a win-win in that sense, because even if you do go to a counselor or a psychiatrist or someone within the system for these type of things, yeah, you're gonna get to vent, you'll get it off your chest, and you may even get some valuable feedback. But you're not going to be impacting anybody, unless, of course, it's the person you're talking to. But usually you're the one with the problem. They're not going to be taking advice from you. But in this case, you put it out there, you get it off your chest, other people consume it and possibly find it valuable. And then so you're also helping out other people in the process, which I just think is great. Yeah. And I thought I'd throw it out there because, even if you're not somebody looking to do other type of stuff on these platforms, just to do a video journal for your own purposes, I think would be highly valuable. And so, yeah, that's my little spiel here today. I thought it was important enough, to make a little video about once I discussed it with my wife last night, and basically regurgitated everything that had happened when I created that video series. And then I was talking to her about it, and it was like a light bulb went off. And I even told her, I think that this could be a way for people to, relieve some of their stress and to possibly create another alternative to, going to a counselor or whatever. And it just made a lot of sense. So thought I'd throw it out there. Like I said, this is not medical advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and what I've experienced. And I think that if others would do it, they'd also experience those same type of benefits. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this morning. As I take Samson on his walk, he just loves the snow, obviously. He's a saint. This is their weather. He just loves it, don't you, bud? Huh? Loves it. It's good, because if it wasn't for him loving it, I probably wouldn't be out here in it. Although I do love shed hunting, and I'm keeping my eyes peeled just in case, but it is a little cold this morning. So anyway, yep, that's all I got for you. Don't want to take up too much of your time on it, but something to consider. I do think that it can help. It's helped me. So that's all I got. I'm Brad Casper. Not in Casper's corner this morning, but this is also my world. We're out.